Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cambridge, Illinois, and Cambridge High School's. It's Ridgewood and Amboy tonight, live from the Bowl. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Have Aaron on camera. It's two of the big boys in I8FA football coming at you here this evening as the Ridgewood Spartans play host to the Amboy Clippers. Amboy is the number one ranked team in I8FA. Ridgewood is around 4-5, depending on who you ask. We talked to both coaches beforehand. We'll start with Coach Payne. Here's what he had to say about tonight's contest.
Well, welcome back to the pregame show. Coach Payne, second week in a row I've seen you. You got the win last week. Tough team again tonight on a Thursday.
Yeah, it is. You know, a short week. Ridgewood's a very tough opponent, well-coached team. And, this is the second time we get to see them this year, so I expect them to do a couple different things. But, hey, Thursday night football, you can't beat that.
Thursday night, it's you and the NFL, right? And a couple of college teams. Doesn't get any better, does it?
No, it doesn't. Not many options for people to watch tonight, so hopefully there's a lot of people watching.
So what's the keys to this game for you guys tonight?
We got to come out and get our ground game going. That's the thing we look to do every game. As you can see, whoever watched last week, pass defense wasn't really the best. We worked extra hard on that this week, and I'm sure Coach Elder and his staff saw that, and they might come out and throw it a little more. So we worked a little longer on our pass defense this week.
Well, I know that these guys got the ball down close to the goal line a few times on you and didn't capitalize. Keeping them out of the red zone will be a key too, right? Yeah,
absolutely. They got the ball in the red zone the first game, I think 3 or 4 times. And, our defense did a good job stepping up, making plays and stopping them. But, we can't allow that because, you can't put that type of pressure on your defense.
All right, Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to the pregame show. Coach Elder, it's Thursday nights. What better thing to do than be playing high school football, right?
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of a fun environment. We're going to have a good crowd. It's a beautiful night for night football.
Well, I tell you what, two of the best teams in the state playing. So you got your kids and you feel like you left a little something on the field that night, didn't you?
Yeah, we've got to be more consistent, which we have been. And so that'll be the key. The key.
Well, your defense.
Good evening and welcome to Goss Golf Field.
If it's really good since then, that'll be a key against this rushing attack that they throw at you.
Without question. You've got to stop them on the ground at the tackle hole first or tight end hole, whatever we're calling it. It depends on who you talk to, right?
But sandwiches, they're just right behind the crow's nest here.
And you got to scratch out some stops.
Pay for the
you got to get a couple stops.
Senior prom.
Key for you guys offensively?
We need to be able to move the ball on the ground. I mean, that's what we do, and it sets up any extra things we want to do. So we've got to stop inside penetration and get first downs.
All right, Coach, good luck. We'll talk to you.
Appreciate having you guys here.
We'll be back after this.
All right, welcome back. As you see, we went straight into the interview with Coach Pat Elder from the Ridgewood Spartans. I understand we had a little bit of audio problems there, but hopefully you're able to catch the drift of that. Both coaches very excited about what should be a fantastic game tonight. We were also lucky enough to catch up with Joe Murdian, who does one of the 3 gentlemen that do the I8FA Football Fans podcast on I8FA Football Fans page, I8FA Fans page on Facebook. This is what he had to say as we talked a little bit ago about tonight's game and a few other things going on in the area. All right, welcome back to the pregame show here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and happy to have Joe Murdian alongside. And you guys will recognize the name probably. He's part of the trio that does the I8FA Fans Facebook page podcast. And, man, we're happy to have you alongside. It's the second week in a row I've seen you.
Yeah, nice to be here, and appreciate you asking me to come on the show. Here doing a little radio night for 94.3 WLT out of Sterling, so covering the Amboy Clippers. So excited to be here and looking forward to a good game tonight.
Well, rematch of the championship game, obviously, from last year. Let's just wipe that one out. It's a different year. But it is a rematch of the first game of the year, too.
Yes, it is. Amboy won that game 36-8. Everybody I talked to, sounded like some missed opportunities in that game for Ridgewood. So they were able to move the ball in, but they just couldn't quite punch it in. So we'll see, especially being home night, maybe they get an early score and see what happens. So teams have been able to move the ball on Amboy this year, but just not able to quite punch it in as much.
Before we came on, we actually pointed. Bushnell did that same thing.
Yes,
BPC did that last week. They got down to the 4 or 5 yard line and went backwards.
Yeah, they did. So it's one of those deals where you can move the ball on Amboy a little bit, or are you going to be able to eventually punch in against that good, solid defense that they have?
Well, their offense is perhaps even better than their defense. Is they brought 4 players or 5 players against BPC that just did pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yeah, they got, of course, the fullback, the All-Stater Quinn Leffelman, just his 4th year on varsity. Then they got a trio of tailbacks. You go Josh McHenry and Braden Klein, along with Ed Fry. And Amboy's, it's kind of that old-school football mentality. You know what they're going to do. They don't line up and do anything fancy. Here's what they're going to do. Can you stop us?
Right.
So they're just going to run a lot of fullback kick traps and something like that. And then once in a while, they'll hit you with that play-action pass with the quarterback, Eddie Jones, and they'll get you with that when you're least expecting it.
Well, we talk a lot about Amboy. Ridgewood got to the goal line, couldn't get across the goal line. They bring some kids that are used to winning. They probably have a chip on their shoulder from week number 1. And Amboy is the only team that scored on their starting defense.
Right, yeah. This should be a fun game. It's a big game for Ridgewood. I think even if Ridgewood doesn't win this game, can they show they can play with the Amboy Clippers? Because who knows? They might see them for a 3rd time down the road in the postseason. But, yeah, this is a game. You're at home if you're Ridgewood. Can you put some points on the board? Can you show you belong with the upper echelon? Ridgewood, since they came to 8-man football, start of the 22 season, they've lost 6 games. 3 of them been to the Amboy Clippers.
Right. 2
to Polo and 1 to West Central. Your West Central won state back in 22. So, Ridgewood's beaten everybody they should, and now it's time for Ridgewood. Okay, can you get over the hump here against a very solid Amboy Clipper team?
You guys talked about this on your podcast this past week and weeks prior too, but this West division is almost unfair.
Yes.
With the amount of teams that are really good in this division, and they have to play each other twice.
Yeah, it really is by far from top to bottom the toughest division in 8-man of the 3 divisions this year. You look at a West Prairie team that's sitting at 0-4, and I mean they're way better than the other 0-4 teams in 8-man football. You know, so and I think this will be I talked about this in my podcast too. Amboy starters are having to play into the second half, where a lot of games, Polo and Milledgeville, the top teams up north, and say a Martinsville and Pawnee down south and a South Fork, their starters aren't playing into the second half as much because they're not getting as many of those game reps as Amboy is, and that could be a big factor for Amboy come playoff time.
Yeah, starting now, Amboy's got a few good games coming up. So Ridgewood's got good games left. West Central, who's still undefeated, has got good games left in this division. BPC, who finds themselves at 2-2, has a big game tomorrow night against Flanagan.
Right.
I mean, this division is – I mean, Amboy, I think, and Ridgewood are maybe the head shoulders of the division, but there a lot could happen behind them.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, FCW and Bushnell, as you said. And, again, I feel like even on our podcast, I feel like I've shorted West Central this year. I think maybe just because they play the lighter part of their schedule. Hey, 4-0 is 4-0.
Right.
So and Coach Jason Kirby, great staff he's got down there. So they're a team that I'm definitely not counting out any game. And they play all the meat of their schedule are coming up, but I believe it's all at home at West Central.
Yes. Yeah, they haven't been home yet.
Yeah, so
they've been on the road the whole time, and they're on the road tomorrow night.
So they're going to get Amboy at home, they're going to get Ridgewood at home, and they're going to get FCW at home. So,
and BPC again at home.
Yeah, so a big chance for West Central to really state their claim and where they rank among the teams in this tough conference.
You got to go in a minute. West Carroll, Milledgeville. That's not in this division.
Correct.
Big game of 2 undefeated teams. I feel like West Carroll, I mean, I haven't seen West Carroll. I get to watch Milledgeville a lot on our YouTube channel, but I feel like it goes back to if you're 4-0, you're 4-0, right?
Exactly.
They're getting slighted a little bit.
They are.
They should come into this game against Milledgeville with a big old block on their shoulder.
Yeah, for sure. 2 teams both from Carroll County up there in the northwest part of the state. Nice to have winning football back for West Carroll. Milledgeville is missing 2 starters for this ball game. So, I think the key, I talked about this on my podcast on Sunday, the key for West Carroll, they like to run the ball. Okay, run the ball. Use that 40-second play clock. Use 38 seconds of every snap. Keep that Milledgeville offense off the field. And the other key is, can they get to the freshman quarterback? He hasn't been pressured yet. He's had a great start to the season. But can West Carroll put some pressure on him to see how he handles that?
Well, you'll be able to watch it tomorrow night on TSSR Game Time Live, thanks to Brooks and all the guys up there at Milledgeville. So this season is turning out to be at the kind of what I think people anticipated, but at the same time, maybe a little better than that even.
Yeah, no doubt. there's a lot of teams that are going to be a really tough outcome playoff time. This is going to be fun when Week 10 rolls around,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
That final 16 is going to be fun.
Yes, it is.
Well, thank you very much for talking,
All right.
stopping in.
All right,
We'll look
thanks for
forward to the
having me.
podcast next week.
All right, thanks a lot.
We'll be
see you
back
later.
on a pregame show right after this. And welcome back. As you can tell, the place is jamming on a Thursday night here at the Bowl at Cambridge High School. It's the Ridgewood Spartans and the Amboy Clippers. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Aaron Christian on the camera tonight, and we're just about ready to get underway with tonight's kickoff. Got a big-time officiating crew in the house. I was down giving Dave Hasley a hard time before the game a little bit. I'll get him on a broadcast at some point. He does a whole lot in the state of Illinois, really, to do football games and basketball games. I think he does baseball games. He's busy all year long officiating. This crew has done state championship games, I believe, the last 2 seasons. So it is a good crew. It's going to be the Amboy Clippers back to receive the opening kick. Hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see you in there. Share the link. Like the link. Let us know where you're watching from, so let the kids know who's watching as well. Here we go. We're ready to go underway. Ridgewood going to kick off to Amboy. Kick goes to the left and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It'll be a flag down on the play. Went out at the far 40. They call that offsides. See where they mark it. Went out to 41. First and 10 at the 41 of the Clippers for Amboy. Just getting underway. In fact, so underway the clock didn't start because nobody touched the football. So it's first and 10 Clippers at their own 41-yard line. You might have heard Joe talk about it in the pregame. We touched on it with Coach Elder. That nobody has scored against the Spartans' starting defense except Amboy. They're talking about the penalty here, I do believe. They're going to mark off the 5-yarder against the Spartans. Or are they? Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. We'll see what they decide to do here. I believe if it's behind a certain yard marker, it's a penalty, 5 yards. If it's not behind a certain yard marker, it's where the ball goes out of bounds, and that might be the question that they're talking about here. And it is going to be a 5-yard penalty. So Ridgewood will get a 5-yard penalty. So Amboy getting ready to go here. Handoff's going to go the second back through. We'll see if that's Luffelman. It is. Excuse me. Actually, that's actually number 25, Braden Klein, not number 21. He goes for a gain of 7. Gain of 7 for Klein. They have about 4 or 5 backs that they'll shuffle through the lineup here. Fake the pitch, going to go downfield with the pass. Jones is going to look to the flat on the right side, and I think they're going to call it incomplete. Pass was intended for number 5, Rylan McNitch, I believe. And it's incomplete. Jones is 0 for 1. So it brings up third down for the Clippers. Third and manageable, though. Probably 4-down territory. Luffelman gets the handoff, breaks the tackle, but can't break another. First defensive back through for the Spartans was number 2, Wes Sandberg. Luffelman gets his first carry. It's a loss of 1. Leffelman does not get stopped for loss very often. So
All right, Spartans, big fourth down here. Let's make some noise.
it's 4th and goal. Quinn Leffelman, nothing doing on that. Or fourth down and 3-4-ish here. We'll see what they decide to do. Handoff second back through. He's got running room and he's got the first down. Moves the pile and moves the players. It's going to be Klein again on the carry from about the 48-yard line to the 40. It's going to be a gain of 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 at the 40 for Amboy. Ridgewood has their backs to the wall for the first time as they're in negative territory here. And the Amboy Clippers in plus territory, and a timeout is going to be called by the Spartans. It'll be their first timeout of the game, first timeout by either team, in fact. We'll take our first timeout as well, and we'll be back right after this on TSSR 2nd and 4. We had some technical issues there. Thought we fixed a problem we had the other night, but we're having it again tonight, so I apologize. Jones under center. 2nd and 4. McKendry puts the ball in the left hand, rounds the corner. He's got some running and dragged out of bounds inside the 20.
Number 6, Ed Fry, tackled by number 4.
6, Ed Fry, excuse me. I thought it was number 8, 4. It was number 6. It's good for a first down from the 34 down inside the 20 to the 19. That's a 15-yard gain for Fry and another first down. We are having a few connection issues. I apologize for that. We'll work on it again tonight. I want to say hi from Alex Watt. There's a first down, a second first down of the game. It's 1st and 10 from the 19 for the Clippers. That's Klein on the carry. He's going to roll rights. Bounces inside the blockers. He's brought down, but a nice gain on the play. I want to say hi to Alex Watt, watching from England, and Crystal Hune, cheering on Quinn Leffelman, and Molly Hackert, watching from Milwaukee. Can't miss Clipper ball. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Hopefully it'll stay connected a little better here. We may change a few things at halftime. We did that the other night, changed a couple things, and it worked better. That's a gain of 3 for Klein that time. He's got 18 yards on 3 carries unofficially. There's a handoff to Leffelman up the middle. He's going to go for positive yards. He gets 3. It's 3rd and 4. Leffelman 2 carries for 2 yards after a -1 on the first carry. So it's 3rd down and 4 inside the 15 of the Spartans for Amboy. They've had the ball for 4 minutes. Well, in 3 seconds they will have had it for 4 minutes. It's 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Fry. What a jump stop, but he couldn't avoid the tackle of number 73, Mason Blackledge. A big stop. Fry goes for no gain on the play. Might have lost one. We'll call it no gain for Fry. Second, 4th down. They converted on the first one. Let's see what the Clippers can do here. 4th and 4 from the 13. They got to get to the 9. Pitch is going to come outside. That's Klein. He breaks a tackle. I don't think he gets there. Looks like he's short of the 10-yard line. He is. It's going to be a gain of 2 for Klein and a turnover on downs to the Spartans.
Spartans take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Spartans. They'll have the ball for the first time tonight.
Spartans will have it 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 10 for the Spartans. So again, if you'd be so kind, share the stream, like the stream. I know we're having a few issues. We'll work on that throughout the evening. First offensive play for the Spartans. Deep set back. Wing back around from the left comes to the right of the offense. Going to go for a decent gain. That was number 25, Roy Sandberg, on the carry. A gain of 2.
Gain of 2 on the play brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8 from the 12. So again, Spartans stop the Clippers in the red zone. That was what happened to the Spartans on numerous occasions against the Clippers in week 1. See if the Spartans can return the favor here as we work through the first quarter. 6:32 to go in quarter number 1. Handoff up the middle, and a lot of running room. Down left side, he's got free. 40, 45, 50, taking the angle to cut him off and doing it. Finally slowing him down, but all the way out past the 40, from the 12-yard line all the way down to the 33 of the Clippers. It is number 34, Gavin Franks, on the carry. Gavin Franks, they call it the 32 from the 12. That's 38 and 18 is 56 yards on the carry, if my math is correct. That was number 34, Gavin Franks, making the first big play of the game for the Spartans. So they have it in plus territory now. No score here, quarter number 1. Spartans trying to drive it down the field. Handoff up the middle again. This time it's Sandberg, and he goes nowhere. 125 to another. Klein is there, and I can't see the other one that was there on the stop as well. Number 52 was there first, I believe, is Dylan Merriman. He was the one that made the initial hit, and then Klein came in and finished him off. So no gain on the play for Sandberg, and it brings up 2nd down and 10 from the Clippers' 32-yard line. Sandberg, who was on our preseason show, has 2 yards on 2 carries, much like Leffelman. Not having a lot of success. They may be keen on those 2 for each team. We'll see what happens from everybody else the rest of the way. This time, handoff to Sandberg again. He's going to go for a yard or 2 maybe, but he gets spun down. We'll see if they give him a yard. Klein gets the stop. It's a gain of just 1. 3rd and 9 from the 31 for the Spartans. (25 and 25), I have a feeling, are going to see a lot of each other tonight. Up under center, number 4 is Owen Anderson. Anderson's going to take the snap. Fake, throws downfield. He's got a receiver. Actually, he doesn't. There was nobody where he threw that ball. It's going to be 4th and 9 as his receiver, I think he was trying to go to number 82, Ashton Staley, but Staley broke the route off and came to the sideline at about the 20, and it was just thrown downfield by Owen Anderson and incomplete. So both quarterbacks on the first drive go 0 for 1 to this point. So it's 4th and 9. Let's see what kind of a play you have drawn up for 4th down and 9 if you're the Ridgewood Spartans and Coach Elder. Dropping back, a straight drop back. He's got somebody cutting across the middle. There might be a flag. There was some contact. There comes the flag. There was contact. I wondered if it was going to get it, the flag, or not, and it did. Thrown from the judge on the far side. It's going to be, what they call a holding, defensive holding, or a pass interference. And the official's walking over to the near sideline. It is pass interference on the defense. That's 15 yards and a first down.
15-yard penalty and result in a Ridgewood Spartan first down. Spartans have it 1st and 10 on the Amboy 15-yard line.
So both teams have a penalty. It was a 5-yard penalty on a kickoff for the Ridgewood Spartans. That time a 15-yard pass interference play penalty on 4th and 9, and now timeout charge to the Spartans. That's their second timeout of the contest.
Delicious mouth-watering pork chop sandwiches right behind the crow's nest here. Help out the junior class as they
So down to one timeout are the Spartans here in quarter number 1. Kind of early to call the 2 timeouts, but they've both been here in spots where they can try to make something happen. Once again, we want to welcome everybody. Hop into live chat. Welcome to Alex Watt watching all the way from England. That is really cool. Got Milwaukee in the house. We got a Quinn Leffelman fan in the house as well. It's great to see everybody in the live chat. Just keep it clean is all we ask, but hop in there. Tell us who you're watching and who you're watching for. As we get ready to go here with 1st down and 10. They're calling it from the 16-yard line. From the 31 to the 16 on the 15-yard penalty. You can see the sun setting behind the trees as Aaron's got the camera pointed down. And a reverse, nope, it's a fake reverse, and Franks is going to go nowhere. In fact, he might have lost a yard. The reverse probably would have been there, in all honesty. He's going to lose.
Bring up 2nd down for the Spartans.
It's going to be 2nd and 10. Now, where do they keep moving the marker? He lost a yard for Franks. So we'll call it 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 for the Spartans as they are in the red zone here. Both teams now have found their way to the red zone on their opening drives. Amboy has not scored. Spartans now have it as now the handoff's going to go to Sandberg up the middle. They're going to face another long 3rd down here as Sandberg is going to get inside the 15. So he goes from about the 17 to the and it going to go to about the 13, so it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Gain of 4 for Sandberg. He's got 7 yards on 4 carries. Anderson under center, trying to draw him offside, maybe a long count. Sandberg's he's got some running room this time. Inside the 10, inside the 5, close to the goal line. Not going to get there. Sandberg from the 13 down to the 1, I do believe. He's down to the 1, a 12-yard gain, 1st and goal.
The Amboy 1-yard line.
12 yards on a carry. 1st and goal at the 1. Anderson up under center. See a quarterback sneak maybe coming here. Nope, we're going to hand off to Sandberg. He's going to get in. Sandberg in for the touchdown. 20 yards for Sandberg on the drive. And the Ridgewood Spartans get the score in the red zone that time. And they lead 6-0 with the extra point coming here for the Spartans. They'll go for 2. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Again, we greatly appreciate it. Anderson back under center. Pitch out to Sandberg, cuts it upfield. He'll get the 2-point conversion. Oh, he dropped the ball, but he dropped it after he was in, so the 2-point conversion is good.
Your score is your Ridgewood Spartans 8, the Amboy Clippers 0.
8-0 Ridgewood early in this one. We'll take a break. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Special Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Hometown Bar and Grill right here in Cambridge. We'll be right back.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And welcome back as we get ready for the kickoff here from Cambridge High School, Ridgewood, and Amboy, and it's Amboy trailing here early in this one. Actually, we're most of the way through the first quarter already, as the kickoff's going to go right down the middle of the field. This time it's going to roll past both deep men, picked up at the 15-yard line. Sometimes the hesitation can be a benefit, but it's not going to be this time. They're going to get out past the 20. That's where they'll start the second drive. Lopez on a carry is going to go out to about the 22-yard line, it looks like. First and 10 at the 22-yard line for Amboy. With 2:18 to go, the touchdown came with 2:25 left in quarter number one, a 1-yard run by Roy Sandberg. He took in the 2-point conversion as well, and Ridgewood leads 8-0 with 2:18 now to go here in the first quarter. So we get ready to go with the second offensive drive of the game for the Clippers. There's Klein again on the carry, I do believe. It is. He's going to go for a short gain of about 3. He's going to bring up second down and 7. As anticipated, we are seeing a lot of running. Both teams have thrown the ball a couple times. One of those passes resulted in a pass interference penalty that was a first down for the Ridgewood Spartans, which really ultimately meant they got into the end zone after the 4th and 9 penalty. There's a pitch to the outside. And the ball's out, but falling back on its McKendry there to make the stop initially and causing a fumble. Number 73 was Mason Blackledge. So a loss of 2 for McKendry, excuse me. Actually, loss of 1, so it's going to bring up third down and 8. Five yards on 2 carries for McKendry. Jones back to pass. He's got running room if he wants to do it. He does. He throws it sidearm. Leffelman's there. He's got the catch. And he goes to the 45-yard line. So from the 24, we'll see where they actually mark it to the 44, a 20-yard pass and a first down. 20-yard completion. And 30 seconds remain here in quarter number one. It's the third first down of the game for Amboy. Pitch is going to come outside. And again, good pursuit. Blackburn and others there. Klein's going to be on the carry. Owen Anderson. 2 yards for Klein. He's got 29 yards.
And that's the end of the first quarter.
First quarter comes to an end. I want to say hi to Fabian Arteaga, cheering for number 10, Go Ticky. Also, once again, to everybody watching from England, I want to thank them for coming out. So that's the end of the first quarter of play. 8-0 Ridgewood in a very fast-moving first quarter as we work through this very anticipated Week 5 matchup. Got a couple more very highly anticipated games this weekend. We talked a little bit about the Milledgeville-West Carroll contest. That's in the North Division. That'll come up tomorrow night. And then there's South Fork and Martinsville. Martinsville's 4-0, South Fork 3-1. That happens on Saturday. So some big games this weekend as we push towards the second half of the year and get into the postseason thoughts here in the I8FA. Once again, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight, live from Cambridge High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time live, presented by MDH. I want to thank Aaron Christian for being on the camera. He'll be on the camera again tomorrow night in Scioto as West Prairie Southeastern plays host to West Central tomorrow evening. Second quarter action getting ready to go here. I'll change the scoreboard in just a second. Handoff goes up the middle. A short gain again. That time it's Leffelman.
Quinn Leffelman on the carry.
He's going to gain 3. It'll be 3rd down and 5, a long 5.
Blackledge, it brings up 3rd down for Amboy.
Leffelman's just his 3rd carry. He's got 5 yards. He does have a big catch for 20 yards, though. It is the 2nd quarter. So we'll get that changed for you. Just underway in the 2nd quarter, 11:24 to go here in the 1st half. Jones under center is going to drop back to pass. He's got an open receiver. Can't make the catch. He threw it a little high. Reaching out to get an arm hand on it was Caleb Llanos, but he couldn't reel it in. That's going to bring up 4th down and a long 5 from the 49-yard line for the Clippers. It's their own 49. So a big play here for Coach Payne and the Amboy Clippers, trailing for one of the first times this season, 8-0. And they're going to drop back to punt. At least they're showing punt. We'll see if they actually punt it or if they're trying to draw the Spartans offside. They do snap it, and they're going to punt it away. Nice roll. What a bounce if you're the Clippers. You got to love that. It's inside the 10, maybe down inside the 5. That was his number 5, Rylan McNinch. About the 4. See where they mark it at. Looks like he might be standing right on the 5-yard line. 1st and 10 Spartans, though, as they've held Amboy out of the end zone the first 2 possessions for the Clippers. They are calling it 1st and 10 at the 5 for the Spartans. 11:06 to go after the punt. Backs against the wall deep in their own territory here. Both teams with 3 first downs. They're throwing it short. It's caught. Wide open on the near side. Trying to cut back out. He breaks the tackle, spins around. Going to get it out of the shadow of the goalpost. The pass is completed to number 2, Wes Sandberg. And it's going to go out past the 30.
Spartans now have it 1st and 10 on their own 33-yard line.
From the 5 to the 33. That is a 28-yard pass. First completion of the game for the Spartans goes to Wes Sandberg, and it's a passing 1st down. And they have a little room to breathe now, do the Spartans, with an 8-point lead, 10:35 to go in the 1st half, and out to their own 33-yard line. 1st and 10. Handoff's going to go on the end around this time. Cutting it back upfield. He finds a lane. Breaks the tackle out near a 1st down. It is Ashton Staley on the carry, and he's going to get 10. Ashton Staley on the end around is going to get the 1st down. $10 yards on the carry and another 1st down for Ridgewood. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Handoff again, more running room. It's Sandberg this time, Wes Sandberg. From the 43, down inside or close to the 30-yard line. They threw him, he rolled quite a ways. I don't think they're going to mark it that far down. So it's 17 to get to the 50. Inside is, so 22. 49, or 39 yards on the carry for Wes Sandberg. Timeout on the field, charged to Amboy. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back to Ridgewood High School. First and 10 from the 28-yard line for the Spartans. Anybody watching a live chat, Lux Shampoo will be banned as soon as I can get on the computer to do it. Hand off to Roy Sandberg. He might go. He's at the 10-5. Touchdown! Spartans! 28-yard touchdown run for the play. Handoff is going to play. Handoff is going to go to Wes Sandberg, and he'll run it in for 2. It's 16-0. Ridgewood with the lead over Amboy here with 9:24 to go in the second quarter. Sarah Hinkle says, "Let's go Clippers." They are finding themselves in uncharted territory from what they've been in the last couple of years. That is for certain. And it is Roy Sandberg, Wes Sandberg, and crew that are having their way to this point here in the first half. 16-0 to score. Ridgewood with the lead over Amboy as we continue to work through the first half here. 9:24 waiting for the kickoff. First kickoff went out of bounds. Second one was much better. This one's going to be returnable, though. Taken from the 20. And he's got some running room. He's out past the 40, maybe across the 45 even. That was number 14, Jose Lopez, on the carry. Be first and 10 from their own 46 for Amboy. It'll be 9:17 to go, and the Clippers look to answer a couple good scoring drives to open this contest by Ridgewood, but it tells you the kind of play we are seeing tonight because each team has had just 2 drives to this point. We're at 9:17 to go in the second quarter. This is the start of drive number 3 for Amboy. It's going to be Jones keeping this one on a design draw, and he's going to go out across the 45. No, right at the 45. It's going to be a gain of 9 for Jones. Eddie Jones gets the carry. So it's second down and 1 for Amboy. And in all honesty, this is about the first time Amboy has found themselves in the positive side of the yardstick because they have had third and longs on almost every occasion. Jones drops back. He's going to quarterback draw again. He's going to get hit quicker, but he's going to move the pile. He'll have a first down. See where they mark it. Close to the 42 or 41. The 41, it's a 4-yard gain and a first down for Amboy. So 13 yards on 2 carries. And it's first and 10 for Amboy. Clock is running, 8:45 to go. It is probably worth noting that Amboy did get the ball first. That means that Ridgewood will have the ball first to start the second half. In motion is Fry. They're going to keep it again. And much shorter. It's getting shorter and shorter each time. Jones gets stacked up by Mason Blackledge and others. Wes and Roy Sandberg were both there on the stop as well. Excuse me. So a gain of 3 for Jones. It's been all Jones here on this drive. He's got 16 yards on 3 carries. It's second down and a long 7 for Amboy at the 38 of the Spartans. Jones in the shotgun again. Klein goes in motion. Pitch to the forward to Klein. That's technically a pass, and Klein's going to go out of bounds. That was actually a pass. I'm going to give him a pass on that because it was tossed. That makes it a pass forward. And he gained about 3 on the pass. Now, they may call that a run. They may call it a pass, but by definition, it is a pass because he ran in front of him and he tossed the ball to him. A few years ago, they would have called that a run, but they've changed that since it kind of become more prevalent in the NFL a few years ago, then more into college especially. Back to their I formation, 2 tight ends. Second back through. Not much going. They did break the initial tackle. Ball's out, saying, where's it at? There was no whistle. They stopped. McKendry had the ball.
Tackle initially by number 25, Roy Sandberg, but joined in with by number 1, Connor McKegg, and number 51, Rowdy.
It's a gain of 3, 4th and 1 for McKendry.
Less than 1 for the Clippers.
So big 4th down here. Spartan defense playing very, very good with 7:05 to go here in the first half. Kristen Carter joining us as well. Thanks for joining us, Kristen. We appreciate it. Handoff up the middle to Leffelman. He doesn't try to go very far. He just wants to get the first down, and he does. Kind of lowered his head and fell forward.
Quinn Leffelman, it is good for an Amboy first down.
It's a gain of 3. Actually, give him a gain of 2. First and 10, Amboy. Don't forget, if you would, there's a handoff to Leffelman. He's going to be brought down quickly. It's Sandberg on the stop. And there's all kinds of arguing and fighting going around away from the ball. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Leffelman gets 1 yard on the carry. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the line of scrimmage with a little pace now. I hadn't seen that to this point. See if that gets the Amboy Clippers into rhythm a little bit better. Handoff's going to, pitch is going to go.
Carry by number 25, Braden Klein, tackled by
Klein on the carry. He's going to go for a gain of 5. It's 3rd down and 4. Klein again on the carry. Big time hits over there. He's going to be short of the first down. Klein, it was Owen Anderson there first. See if where they mark it here. It's going to bring up 4th down. 1 yard gain. I thought he had more than that. It's a 1 yard gain. 4th and a short 3, long 2. Klein just got 1 on that carry. He's got 8 carries for 35 yards. 4th and a short 3. Can the Spartans turn him off and turn it over on downs again? They've done it 2 times in a row. Can they do it a 3rd time? Trying to draw him off this time. Down they go. They're going to drop back to pass. Under pressure. Jones is in trouble. He breaks a couple tackles. He only needs a few yards. He's got it and more. A first down. And Jones made that happen all himself from the 22-yard line. Down inside to the 18. Gain of 4. He needed 3. I think he had a few more than that. I'm going to call it a gain of 6, but it's a first down for the Clippers. 4:27 to go here in the first half. Pitch outside this time. Fry on the carry. He's got some running room, and then it closes up in a hurry. The pursuit for this Ridgewood Spartans defense has been phenomenal tonight. Fry's going to go for a gain of 3.
Carried by Ed Fry, tackled by number 2, Wes Sandberg, along with number 4, Owen Anderson. Gain on the play brings up 2nd down for the Clippers.
2nd down and 7 for the Clippers. Looks like there was a hole, and then the hole just disappears for the Clippers. 2nd down and 7. Down under 4 minutes, 3:45 to go in the first half now. And offsides. That's the first penalty since the opening kickoff. Going to be charged to the Spartans to bring up 2nd down and 3. 10 yards in penalties. Only been 3 penalties here in this game. So 2nd down and a very short 3. That was moved a little farther forward than I anticipated. It's really 2nd and 2. Leffelman, he breaks some tackles for the first time tonight, and he's going to have a first down from the 10. See where they mark it. He may be close to the goal line. Looks like a 2-yard line. Maybe the 1. At the 2, an 8-yard carry and a first down. That's the biggest carry of the game for Leffelman. And up the middle, and then bounced outside, but brought down, a loss on the play. Looks like Leffelman, Klein on the carry. They're going to give him forward progress back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and goal from the 2. .240 to go in the first half. This is a big play, or a big series here, and Leffelman's going to have it, and he's going to be in. Quinn Leffelman in for the 2-yard touchdown run.
Number 21, Quinn Leffelman in for the Amboy touchdown.
A touchdown for the Clippers as they get on the board. Leffelman from 2 yards out. With 2:30 remaining in the first half. 2-point conversion coming now. Jones going to drop back to pass. Over the middle, wide. Oh, it's through the hands and then caught. Went through the hands of a Ridgewood player.
Two-point conversion is good, and with 2 minutes
Trying to see who caught the ball.
Ridgewood Spartans 16, Amboy Clippers 8.
I'm following him, but I can't see the number. 35? I still can't see the number. 36 or 35? 36. Yep, we'll go with 36. Good call. 36 is Llanos. Caleb Llanos went through the hands of a Ridgewood player and into the hands of Llanos. So the touchdown and the 2-point conversion is good.
Back for the Spartans to kick off for the Clippers.
And it's 16-8
Rylan McNinch.
after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. Sander Martinson says, come on, Amboy. Jason Kazin. Comeback time for the Clippers. Well, they've got one score back. They got to stop the Spartans, though. They've not shown an ability to do that yet tonight. They get a chance to do it with 2:30 to go here in the first half. As Ridgewood will have the ball here, and they'll have it to start the second half. Up back's going to take it from the 30. Big time hit by McKendry. Josh McKendry with the big hits. But they'll have good field position. 1st and 10 from the 38 for the Spartans. Once again, second quarter action. 2:26 remaining. This is just the start of the third possession for Ridgewood. So both teams have controlled the ball. Ridgewood has scored a touchdown on both of their possessions. Amboy didn't score one until their third possession. We'll see what happens here. Keeper by Anderson. He's going to gain a couple yards, and that'll be about it, maybe 3, and he's going to be brought down by Klein and others. Brody Christofferson on the stop also. 3 on a carry for Owen Anderson. That's his first carry, I do believe. Yes, it is. So a gain of 3. Second down and 7, clock running, 1:55 to go. Ridgewood has just 1 timeout remaining. They've called 2 early and on the first drive, in fact. So they only have 1 timeout left. And they're letting the clock run, 1:43. If they get a first down, they might try to do something, but until then, they're not going to. Roy Sandberg is going to go forward and loses his helmet.
25, Roy Sandberg, tackled by number 52, Dylan Merriman.
He's going to go for a gain of about 3. It's 3rd and 5. Roy Sandberg, 7 carries for 23 yards unofficially. It's 3rd down and 5 from the 43 in negative territory for Ridgewood. They've spent a lot of time in plus territory tonight, though. They just haven't got there yet on this drive. They've turned Amboy over on downs twice. Once in the red zone. Ridgewood has not been stopped yet. Now a timeout is going to be called with 1:05 remaining.
Timeout, Spartans.
And Coach Elder and the crew want to use their last timeout here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5 from the 43. Trying to decide if they want to, what they want to do here as they work through this. The last thing you want to do is give Amboy the ball back with time to make something happen and figure out a way for them to tie this game before it goes into halftime. It's been all Ridgewood here in the first half until that last drive allowed Amboy to get on the scoreboard. Might have inhaled a bug right there. I apologize, folks. So timeout is on the field. 1:05 to go in the first half. Ridgewood has the ball, 3rd and 5 at their own 43-yard line. They took their 3rd and final timeout. This has been a good one. Tell your friends where you're watching it at because it's going to be good in the second half of this one, no matter what happens down the stretch of this first half. 1:05 left. Here we go. 3rd down, big play. And it's just going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and Anderson's going to have a big play right up the middle. He just goes from the 43 to the 43. That's a 15-yard gain and a first down for Ridgewood with 1 minute remaining. And they're not going to rush to the line of scrimmage, it doesn't look like. Anderson has 18 yards on 2 carries on this drive. And they go back to the line of scrimmage. 48 seconds, clock running here in the first half. Handoff, nope, fake handoff's going to go to Wes Sandberg around the end. He breaks one, no he doesn't. What a job of tackling there. Can he get out of bounds? He will get out of bounds, and that should stop the clock with 38.1 seconds left. Sandberg got spun around in the backfield and then broke a tackle and made a positive play out of something that looked like it was going to drop for negative yardage. It's going to be 2nd and a short 7. Give him 3 on the carry for Wes Sandberg on the end around. He's actually the tail wing back on the far side. He's got 32 yards on 2 carries. 2nd down and a short 7 with 36.1 seconds left here in the second quarter. Anderson's going to hand it this time around the left side. Franks has it, and he goes out of bounds.
Carry by number 34, Gavin Franks.
Gavin Franks going to be short of the first down. It's going to be a gain of 5.
Bring up 3rd and 2.
He's got 60 yards on 3 carries. He broke that first big play of the game. It's 3rd and 2 at the 34. Yeah, pretty much the 35, actually. 3rd and 2 at the 35. 31 seconds remaining. Anderson back up under center. Wing back far side. And he's going to keep it, and he might or might not have got the first down. That was a big hit. Came up Klein, and also on the stop, number 52, Dylan Merriman. We'll see what they call. They're going to stop the clock. They're going to call it a first down. So another first down, a gain of 2. Actually, it was a gain of 4. Throw into the flat on the far side. The pass is completed to Ashton Staley.
Tackled by number 25, Braden Klein.
See, Klein gets the stop. Pass is completed. I think it's short of the first down, though. It's a gain of 9. So 10.2 seconds left. It's second down and 1, but that really doesn't matter at this point. There's probably 1, maybe 2 plays if you're lucky, but they are within striking distance, just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line. Here come the Spartans. Up under center again. Anderson drops back. He's got a hand in the face. There could be a hold. There's no call, and it's incomplete. They'll get a second play with 6.3 seconds remaining. And you might have been able to see it right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. There was a whole handful of white jersey by one of the offensive linemen for the Ridgewood Spartans, and brought the Clipper player to the ground, but there was no call right in the middle of the line of scrimmage. So brings up third down and a short 1 with 6.3 seconds. So ideally, if they ran that same play, they could possibly get a second play here. It is the home clock operator, so we'll see what they do. Wing back to the near side this time. Anderson is going to hand off, and it'll be the last play. Wes Sandberg is not going to get it much out of that. He's going to get the first down, a gain of about 5. Does count as a first down, though. We'll give him 5 yards on the carry. He's got 37 yards on 2 carries, or on 3 carries, excuse me. And the only thing that stopped the Spartans in the first half was the clock. They were driving again, but they couldn't get into the end zone with the 2 minutes they had to start with on that drive. So it'll be halftime here from Cambridge High School. It's the Ridgewood Spartans and the Amboy Clippers, 16-8. Ridgewood with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a little bit. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and coverage of this I8FA Game of the Week brought to you by Hometown Bar and Grill right here in Cambridge.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back. We're going to let you watch the marching Cambridge band. First year, I do believe I heard him say to march, so we'll let you folks hear that here at home. Sorry, folks, it's the Alwood band. I apologize.
Let's hear it for the Alwood Marching Aces. Nice job, everybody.
Once again, that was the Alwood Marching Aces. I don't know how well you guys could hear them at home, but I'll tell you what, they did a great job for being a 9-person band, and they've done a great job. Awesome to see the Alwood Aces out marching and playing at the half here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with some stats from the first half right after this. You're watching Hometown Bar and Grill of Cambridge coverage of the I8FA Game of the Week on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you, and we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling other places.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back to Ridgewood. Actually, I shouldn't say Ridgewood. Cambridge High School. Ridgewood Spartans playing host to the Amboy Clippers. I'm Dwayne Hulett, Aaron Christian on camera. So we get ready to go over some stats here from the first half of play. You're going to see a whole lot of stuff for the Ridgewood Spartans and an unusually low amount of stats for the Amboy Clippers. Before we get to that, I want to say hi to Emily Sachs, who's watching from home. She says, "Let's go Clippers." Us cheerleaders are cheering you on from home. Also, Tuckerman, what a first half. Hopefully both teams come out with the same intensity in the second half. You're absolutely right. That was an outstanding first half of football. Probably as good as I've seen in the last several years, in all honesty. Great first half of football, good defense. The Spartans just had a few big plays that allowed them to get some things going, and then they just matriculated it down the field and got a couple touchdowns. The only time they got stopped was by the clock there in the second half, or at the end of the second quarter, I should say. Jake Dingus says, "Let's go number 10. Tyler Huggins. Keep it up, Ridgewood. Kim Copen, watching from Oakland, California. Go Clippers." So we got England and Milwaukee and Oakland, California all checking in with us. And we got a whole bunch of people sitting around us. Well, not a whole bunch. There was more. Maybe I scared them all away. I'm not real sure. It's possible. I do talk a lot, so that might be it. Let's get to some stats. Let's stop talking about stuff that doesn't matter. Unofficial stats, of course. These are officially unofficial. That's what these are, but we'll go with them anyway. A total of 25 carries for 99 yards for the Amboy Clippers in the first half. Braden Klein had 9 carries for 35 yards. Quinn Leffelman had 6 carries for 16 yards. McKendry had 3 carries for 8 yards. Ed Fry had 3 carries for 18 yards. And Eddie Jones, who carried the ball 3 straight times in the drive that they scored on, finished with 4 carries for 22 yards. Jones was 2 of 3, no interceptions, 23 yards, and no touchdowns in the first half. Quinn Leffelman had a catch for 20 yards, which resulted in the first down, and Braden Klein had a 3-yard reception as well. That's pretty much all the stats, folks. They did have 7 first downs, 1 by the pass, 6 on the ground. They had 1 penalty for 15 yards. They had like 13 penalties against Bushnell last week, did Amboy, so that has been cleaned up for whatever it's worth, but the scoreboard is not looking in their favor for the first time this year at the half. For Ridgewood, they have 17 carries for 152 yards, if my math is right. Roy Sandberg has 7 carries for 23 yards. Gavin Franks has 3 carries for 60 yards. He broke his first carry off for a 56-yard gain on the first drive. It was actually the second play of the game. Ashton Staley had a first down run. He has 1 carry for 10 yards. Wes Sandberg has 3 carries for 37 yards. And Owen Anderson has 3 carries for 22 yards. Again, these are all unofficial stats. Owen Anderson, 2 of 4 with no interceptions, 37 yards, and no touchdowns. Wes Sandberg had a catch of 28 yards, and Staley had a catch of 9 yards. 9 first downs unofficially for the Spartans. 1 by penalty, 1 by pass, and the other 7 are on the ground. They have 2 penalties for 10 yards. So only 3 penalties called the entire first half. Ridgewood has the lead 16-8. Let us tell you how we got there with the scoring plays. Megan Christofferson says, go number 9, my senior baby bro. And don't forget about Cambridge. Try not to forget about Cambridge there. CL Thor, 1948. Kyle Kampmeyer watching, says first half feels like a Polo Orangeville State title game in 21. Yeah, I could see that actually. I remember that game. That was the first game we broadcast, and you are not unwrong there, Kyle. Fabian Artega says go number 51. Henry, Ezra Parked, excuse me. Go Clippers, number 10 beat the Spartans. Live from the Walton Tap is Mary Ackert. Thanks for joining us, Mary. And Milwaukee, I do believe. Is that who? Mary, you are watching in Milwaukee at the Walton Tap. So a few extra eyes maybe watching up there. And Jake Dingus says go Slick number 51. You can hear the Milwaukee horns blowing on the far side. That means they're getting ready to go here with the 3-minute warm-up period. So 3 scoring plays, 2 of them short, 1 of them a little bit longer, but all these points came on long drives from both teams. Ridgewood scored on their first possession at the 2:25 mark. That's right, their first possession. Amboy had it to about the 8-minute mark or 7-minute mark. They drove it down inside the red zone. They turned it over on downs. Ridgewood went back the other way. With 2:25 to go, Roy Sandberg scored on a 1-yard run. He then scored the 2-point conversion run as well, and it was 8-0 Ridgewood. Ridgewood added another touchdown at the 9:24 mark. This was a big play drive, 28-yard run by Roy Sandberg. Wes Sandberg had the 2-point conversion run. It was 16-0. Then just shy of 7 minutes later, Amboy got their touchdown with 2:30 to go in the first half as Quinn Leffelman scored from 2 yards out on a run. And then the pass from Jones to Llanos was good. That went through the hands of a Spartans defender, and it looked like it could have been picked, but somehow got through, and Llanos was there for the tip drill catch. And that's where we stand with 2:30 to go here in the warm-up period of the half. It's 16-8 at Cambridge High School in Cambridge, Illinois. The Alwood Marching Band was here. You ask, why was the Alwood Marching Band here when we're at Cambridge High School and we're playing Amboy? Because Alwood is the second half of the co-op with Cambridge. So it's Ridgewood, Cambridge, and Alwood. And Alwood's marching band, 9 members strong, but sound really, really good. Hopefully you folks can at least hear them a little bit. I know didn't have quite the right mic system for you folks to hear them very well, but hopefully you were able to hear them and check it out. Anybody at the Hometown Bar and Grill uptown watching this game tonight? If you are, hop on your YouTube channel or hop on the YouTube here and tell us if you're going to be open after the game. I think Aaron and I are going to need some food after this one, but I'm not real sure. So hop on here and tell us how late you're going to be open. We would appreciate it. Ezra, somehow I don't think you're from Antarctica, but Timothy Sullivan, Sandberg brothers are destined for the NFL. Well, that's would be great for I8FA football, I'll guarantee you that. Tori Sadnick says go Clippers. Alyssa Wittenauer, thank you very much. We appreciate you watching the game. We're doing our best here that we can. Got my best camera guy on the camera with me, so that helps out quite a bit. Other than you have to listen to me talk, you're having a good night, I'm sure. It's good football. So hopefully we can bring you another good second half here. The first one, like I said a few minutes ago, folks, probably as good as it got. We should have both coaches on after the game tonight. I want to thank Joe Murdian from the I8FA fans page on Facebook and they do a podcast every week on the I8FA fans page on Facebook, him and a couple other guys. So I want to thank him for coming on in the pregame show and talking to me about I8FA and some other great games coming up this weekend, folks. We're going to have three more I8FA games. We'll have West Central and West Prairie Southeastern tomorrow night from Scioto. We'll have BPC and Flanagan tomorrow night as well. And we may have one on Saturday. We haven't decided yet. We'll see how that shakes out. As we said, Ridgewood will get the ball, so even though they didn't score because they ran out of time on the last drive, and literally that's the only thing that stopped them was the clock. They were second and about a yard. Actually, they got the first down in the last play of the quarter. Would have been 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. They'll get the ball here in the second half. See what defensive adjustments Amboy has made. There's a short kick. It's going to be picked up at the 32. Makes one man miss out across the 40. And on the carry, number 42, Sean Watt on the carry of the return. And see where they mark it. I thought it was going to be at the 42. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 41-yard line, though. And that's where we'll start things off here in quarter number 3. Let me update the scoreboard before anybody has to yell at me in the live chat. Third quarter action just underway. Watching live from Cambridge High School in Cambridge, Illinois. Ridgewood Spartans and Amboy Clippers. Second half, first offensive play. Anderson hands off and stuffed up the middle. It was Franks on the carry. He's going to go for a gain of 1. Fry up on the 6. Merriman there again as well.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9 for the Spartans.
Gain of 1 from Franks. 2nd down and 9. So there is a name right off the back that we did not hear much defensively, was Eddie Fry. So we'll see if that change makes a difference here. Back under center goes Anderson. Handoff around the end to Sandberg. He's got some running room. He breaks the tackle. He's still got his feet moving. He's brought down finally across the 40. Might have been Klein who brought him. No, it wasn't Klein. It was number 36, Caleb Llanos from the 42, inside the 40. So a gain of 20. A gain of 20 for Sandberg and a first down. 1st and 10 from the 38 of Amboy. This time it comes near side. He might have had a lot more running room if he'd went outside. Probably wasn't designed to do that. Took it where he was supposed to. Franks on the carry. He's going to go for a gain of 3.
Cody Wynn. It'll bring up 2nd down for the Spartans.
43 yards now for Sandberg after that 20-yard first down carry. Second and 7 for the Ridgewood Spartans. Anderson under center again, taking some time. And what are we going to call? Flags are down. False start against the Spartans. It's their 3rd penalty. They got 15 yards in penalties now. But it'll bring up 2nd down and about 12 for the Spartans. 2nd down and 12 with 10 minutes remaining before this play goes. Actually, it'll be well below 10 minutes as it's at 10 minutes right now. They're not even to the line of scrimmage yet. Both teams have used a lot of play clock in every one of their drives. Anderson back under center. Under 10 seconds on the play clock. Handoff's going to go to Franks. He breaks through. He's going to have a first down and a lot more. Can he break another tackle? He cannot. A touchdown saving tackle from number 3, Cody Wynn, from the 40 all the way down to close to the 10-yard line to the 11. A 29-yard run for Franks. Nope, 28-yard run. They mark it at the 12. 92 yards now for Franks. And it's 1st and 10 from the 12, this shy of the 11. So it is a chance to make a first down here as they're back in the red zone are the Spartans trying to build on a 16-8 lead. 9:18 to go in the third quarter. Anderson trying to move people around a little bit. Franks goes back. They're down under 5 seconds. Anderson's going to take the snap. Does he get it off? He will. Hand off to Franks. Sidesteps one, and then he's going to get bottled up. He will go for a short gain, I think. To keep sliding it forward a little bit, it's going to be a gain of 1 on the play for Franks. Second down and 9 from just outside the 10-yard line for the Spartans. Jason Kazin says, good vibes for the Clippers from the Chicagoland. Anderson back under center. Drops, he hands it off. I missed the handoff. I think that was Sandberg. It was. Roy Sandberg is going to go for a gain of 2. It's 3rd and 7. Third and 7 from about the 9-yard line. Sam Jones says go Clippers, and Jones number 2. Cindy Moore, thank you very much for watching. We're happy to have the game tonight. Hopefully everybody at home is enjoying it. So it's 3rd and long. This is really the first time they've been behind the sticks a little bit. It's 3rd and 7. It was Ashton Staley, and he's going to gain some yards. That was, I thought for a second Anderson had it. That handoff to Staley was dangerous because there was white jerseys in the backfield already. Staley just goes for a gain of 1 that time. It's 4th down and 6 from the 8 for the Spartans. And Amboy, how big could this be if they can get a stop here and a chance to tie it up on their first possession of the second half. 7:32 to go in the third quarter. Enviroscapes Concrete says go Ridgewood, go Spartans. Here we go, big 4th down play. Anderson keeps it. He's got somebody open in the back. Overthrew him. He was open, had 2 receivers there, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs at the 8-yard line. The play was there. It just couldn't quite capitalize on it. And a turnover on downs at the 8-yard line. So we saw this after a punt by Amboy in the first half. They pinned the Ridgewood Spartans deep, and they broke out in a hurry, and it looks like the Clippers are trying to do the same right here. There's a bunch of blue jerseys on the ball carrier. McKendry is going to go for a first down. He's from the 8, out close to the 20. Let's see where they mark it. At the 19, it looks like. An 11-yard gain for McKendry. And a first down. Largest play of the game for McKendry. He's got 19 yards on 4 carries. Jones back up under center again. 1 setback. Handoff's going to go to that setback. And, oh, Klein breaks the tackle, tries to get to the edge. He's not going to get much there. There was a big number 96, Tyler Bethel, back there to slow him down. I don't think he gained a full yard. We'll call it no gain for Klein. And Bethel had him, couldn't quite bring him down. Second down and long for the Clippers. That snap was late. They're going to call a false start. Yeah, I think it's on the center. I don't think he snapped the ball, to be blatantly honest with you. That's only a second penalty on the Clippers.
Still pork chop sandwiches for sale, just $3 a piece, just $3.05 for $2.
Why do they always do this? They discount the pork chop sandwiches when I can't go get one. That's just not fair. $3 on the pork chop sandwiches if you're here watching. You got to go get you one. Tell me how good it is. I'm sure they're good. They sure smelled good earlier. So it's 2nd down and 14 from the 15. Dropping back to pass is Jones. He's got a wide open receiver. Llanos can't hold on to that one.
Pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down for the Clippers.
It's 3rd and 14 now from the 15. So now a big play for the Spartans defense. If they can keep this into a long 4th down, it's obviously punting territory. Staley coming down on the sideline to get ready to go in. He is going to go in. Who's he going to send out? Going to send out number 1, Connor McKeague. No, how many players they have out there? Here comes somebody off late, and he didn't get off. Penalty marker should go down. And a short gain. Is there a flag? I don't think they threw it. The ball carrier. Yeah, you can hear him screaming on the other side. McKendry on the carry, a gain of 2. And it's going to break 4th and 12. They gave them the benefit of the doubt on that one because that could have been a penalty. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm not at a good angle. That sideline could have been farther out. It might actually be that all the coaches and players are actually staying behind the 5-yard mark on the sideline, which never happens, but if they all are, he might have been off the field or pretty darn close. There's a nice punt. Nobody back to return, and another nice roll. It's going to go down inside the 40, down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. So a 40-some-yard punt with the roll, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Ridgewood with 4:50 to go as they allowed 1 first down, and that was it. And then a 5-yard illegal procedure penalty kind of slowed things down for the Clippers. Late onto the field for Ridgewood comes Carter Hayes, number 0, as Owen Anderson follows him out with the play. 3rd quarter action, 4:50 to go. Ridgewood has their ball for the 5th time. Amboy's only had 4 possessions. This is the 2nd possession of the 2nd half for Ridgewood. Hand off to Staley on the end around again. He cuts it upfield, and he's going to go for a nice gain. But it was Ed Fry on the stop. A gain of about 7. Well, they're calling it a gain of 8. It's a long 2, but they'll give him 8 on the carry for Staley. He's got 19 yards on 3 carries. 2nd down and 2 now. And 2nd and short, you have a lot of options if Coach Elder wants to go for something big here, and he could do it. He's got a couple downs to do it with. He's going to hand off this time the end around. Again, it's Franks. He's going to go for the 1st down. Leffelman and others are going to throw him down out of bounds. But it's going to be a 1st down for Franks. And looks like it's going to be a gain of about 5 or 6. And we got a player down on the near sideline. Is an Amboy player. Coach Payne comes across. There's going to be a 1st down, a gain of 5 for Franks. As we do have an Amboy Clipper injured on the field, we'll take a break. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like they're needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back. As you see, walking off the field, the injured Amboy Clipper player. It's number 9, Brody Christofferson, walking off. As we are back here. It is third quarter action. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Hop into live chat. Tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Share the link if you would, like it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll have a bunch of I8FA football down the stretch here, and you can bet that these two teams are going to be part of what we show in the playoffs, as we've got a gargantuan battle going on here right now with 4 minutes left in quarter number 3. Right after a first down, Sandberg on the carry. He's going to go for positive yardage and then brought back, but he'll get out across the 50 into positive territory, I do believe. From the 47, Eddie Jones on the stop. It's a gain of 4, 2nd and 6. So 2nd down and 6 in plus territory at the 49 for the Spartans. They've pretty much lived in plus territory tonight. They have spent a lot of time in Amboy territory. They got stopped at the end of the second half, or first half, when they ran out of time, and they got stopped at the 8-yard line on the last series. This is their 5th series, 2nd of the quarter. And big-time stop in the backfield. Big-time stop for number 83, Evan Flanagan. Franks is going to go for a loss of, well, we said it was 2nd and 6. He didn't really lose much, but we'll call it a loss of 1 because he did lose a little bit. Down to 97 yards. 3rd and a short 6 or a long 7, or short 7, long 6 here. Yeah, I know that wasn't going to work the way I said that. My numbers were backwards. Here we go. 3rd down and 7 now for right at the 50. Handoff's going to come to Sam. No, that's Franks again. He breaks the tackle. He's down to the 45, but he's stopped there. On the stop, number 52 is Merriman. And at the bottom of the pile was Braden Klein. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 from the 45.
4th down and 2 for the Spartans.
So a gain of 5 for Franks that time. The first rusher over the century mark is Franks at 102. And they will go for it at the 45 of the Amboy Clippers. This could be a pivotal moment of this game. 1:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. Mark the time. Here we go. It's going to be Sandberg. He gets hit in the backfield. He breaks the tackle. And
by number 25, Roy Sandberg.
They wave the stop. Let's see. Is it a first down? It is. From the 45. He got to. He needed to. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Clock continues to run. 1:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Owen Anderson under center, wing back to the near side. Set back, handoff goes to him. That's Franks. He slides. He's so shifty. He slid right inside a would-be tackler on the edge at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to go for a gain of about 8. We'll see where they mark it.
It'll bring up second.
It's going to be 7. Well, they're going to call it 2. Yeah, I'm going to call that 7. I can't give him the full 8 on that one. He's up to 109 yards, though. Second down and a short 3 for Ridgewood. Under a minute to go at the 42nd mark of the third quarter now. Anderson steps to the line of scrimmage. This time the wingbacks to the right. Anderson's going to keep it. He might go. Nobody over the quarterback, and he keeps it for a 35-yard touchdown run for Owen Anderson. Now, the question is right there, folks, was that designed or was that the quarterback saying, hey, there's nobody over the top of me, there's no linebacker, no deep safety, I'm just going to run this thing and see what happens, because he just went for a 35-yard touchdown run for Owen Anderson. He's up to 57 yards now. .3 seconds left in the third quarter. 35-yard run by Anderson. Anderson under center now for the two-point conversion. It's going to come to Franks, and he's going to go to the pylon and get in.
34, Gavin Franks in for the two-point conversion, but there is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the flag is. They're saying it's no good. It's going to be a penalty, I do believe, on Ridgewood. The run was good. Obviously, it'll be taken. It's going to be a hold on the Spartans. That's a 10-yard penalty. They've got 25 yards on 4 penalties. 25 yards and penalties on 4 penalties. And that's going to bring up a 12-yard two-point conversion attempt now. That could eventually be a big point. If they can't get this two-point conversion and any momentum can change for Amboy, that could be a pivotal point of this game. That's the first hold called here in the football game, and it could be big. Here's Anderson under center. He's going to fake. Oh, he drops it, and he's going to fall on it. He faked the handoff to Sandberg, and it got hooked up in Sandberg's arm as he went by, and the pass attempt failed.
And it is the last call for concessions. Anybody getting anything from the concession stand? You have just a few minutes left to get that, and I do believe there's a few more pork chop sandwiches. Just $2 a sandwich.
So it's 22-8 after the failed pass on the two-point conversion attempt.
To kick off for the Spartans.
So it'll be the Spartans kicking off now, as they're already out on the field to kick off.
It is just $1 for a pork chop sandwich.
$1 for a pork chop. Okay, I want a pork chop now. I wanted a pork chop when they're $5 or $6 or whatever. Who am I kidding?
Back for Amboy, number 4, Josh McKendry. Number 14, Jose Lopez.
Jose Lopez and Martinez back for the Clippers. Spartans kicking off yet again. They kicked off to open the game. They've kicked off now. This will be 3 times since then. Third touchdown scored. It's going to drop, and it's going to be picked up by an up back who was going back. That's Caden Heath, and he's going to be brought down by number 40. That is Cameron Stiles. And at 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter, it's 22-8 Ridgewood. And for anybody who said we just hope that Ridgewood could keep this close, Ridgewood has said, hey, we're doing that. Amboy's hoping to get closer here in the fourth quarter as we have 1 or 2 plays, and they're going to go 4 wide, and they're going to test, well, maybe. They're going to test the Ridgewood pass defense here, but no, it's going to be Jones keeping it on the carry. And he's going to be dropped quickly. On the stop is Franks. It's going to be a gain of 4 or 5.
Number 2, Eddie Jones on the keeper. Tackle by
gain of 4, second down and 6.
It'll bring up second down for the Clippers.
And that's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break, and we'll be back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, and hometown bar and grill coverage of Ridgewood and Amboy and the I8FA Game of the Week.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back as we get ready to go with the fourth quarter here from Cambridge High School. Oh, man, I missed the pork chops. Fourth quarter action coming here from Ridgewood and Amboy as we get ready to go for the final 12 minutes. Amboy, every drive is important, but this one is huge. 2nd and 5. Boy, that's 2nd and 6. I'm going to call it 6. It's a long 4, but it's a short 5, so I'm going to call it. You have to get there before I give it to you. That's what I'm saying here. 3 wides far side, 1 near. Jones actually looking to throw this time, and he's got somebody way deep downfield, and it's tipped around and intercepted by the Spartans. It's Owen Anderson, and he's just going to slide down after the interception at the 44-yard line. That was tip drill number 2 of the night. The first one went to Amboy. This one goes to Owen Anderson and the Ridgewood Spartans. It's 1st and 10 Spartans. After the ball was tipped, .11:47 to go in the fourth quarter, and Ridgewood has the ball and a chance to build on a 2-possession lead. You'd have to think the way these offenses can control the ball, if Ridgewood can get a touchdown here. Franks has it. It's something hanging. I don't know if that was his chin strap. Franks on the carry. Merriman slow getting up behind the play. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8 for Franks, a 2-yard gain. He's up to 12 carries for 111 yards. Clock is running, and you can expect the Spartans to take almost every second off the clock that they can, as they already lead by two scores, 22-8. It's the first turnover of the contest. Anderson hands off to Sandberg. Sandberg going to be close to a first down. And they stop the clock. It is a first down, a gain of 8 for Sandberg. He's got 12 carries for 59 yards and another first down for the Spartans. Clock continues to run, under 11 minutes to go now. 10:43 to go in the fourth quarter. And they are taking as much time. The hand was up for 10 seconds. They're already down to 5, 3, 2, and they take the snap. Franks with it left side. He's getting the tackle, cuts it back across and runs right in to win.
Number 34, Gavin Franks on the carry.
First down carry from the 40 or 46.
Tackle by number 3, Cody.
Down to the 32. That's a 14-yard gain.
Another Ridgewood Spartan first down.
So another first down. 10 minutes exactly, just as the clock turns. I looked at it. $9:50 now. And there's the hand up. And as they went down to 5, Sandberg again on a carry, and he's going to go. Roy Sandberg a 32-yard touchdown run for Roy Sandberg. He now has 91 yards on 13 carries, and Ridgewood staking claim to what they feel should be a number one spot. It'll be tough to get it from Milledgeville if they can beat West Carroll, but I'll tell you what, Ridgewood is playing a game here tonight. They are up 28-8 after the touchdown, and 2-point conversion to come. Sandberg going to try to go up over the top, not going to get there. Run fails.
The 2-point conversion is no good, and with 9:39 left in the ballgame.
9:39 remaining in the fourth quarter, a 32-yard run by Roy Sandberg after an interception by Owen Anderson. The run fails, and it's 28-8. So the Spartans getting ready to kick off again.
Number 5, Byron Couture to kick off for the Spartans. Back for Amboy, number 4, Josh McKendry. Number 14, Jose Lopez.
McKendry and Lopez back to return for the Clippers. On to kick is number 5, Byron Couture, excuse me. There's the kick, bounces around, picked up. It's McKendry. He goes right side, sheds off one tackler. And how big could this be? He's not going to get tackled, but he is going to run out of bounds. He's going to be out across the 40, I think. Where are they marking it at? Trying to find the official. Actually, inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. 9:30 to go, and Amboy has to find the gas pedal now as they trail 28-8. 3-score disadvantage here with 9:30 to go in the football game. And Amboy wasting no time getting to the line of scrimmage now. You'll see that fast-paced offense they like to run. Hand off to Leffelman. He goes for a short gain. And behind the play, it just continues to go, and right back to the line of scrimmage. Leffelman goes for 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Handoff this time to Klein. He goes around the right side. He gets upended, short of the first down. It's either 4 or 5 on the carry. Gain of 4 for Klein. He's got 11 carries for 39 yards. 3rd down and a short 2. Jones is going to keep it. He'll go for a gain of 3. It'll be a first down.
Number 2, Eddie Jones.
So the fast-paced offense is here. And now there's a Ridgewood player down. Pointing at his right foot, maybe a cramp. They're lifting it up and stretching a cramp out, it looks like. Coach Elder started to walk out. He saw it was a cramp and just turned around and came back. It is a cool night, but it is kind of humid out here, so a lot of these kids play in 2 ways. As Coach Elder says, let's get the water out here, guys. The Gatorade, the water, whatever it might be that we're drinking. Let's get some fluids in these guys. Want to keep them as healthy as possible here with 8:58 to go in the fourth quarter. It looks like it was Wes Sandberg who comes off none the worse for wear, but Sandberg is a 6', 190-pound junior. So 1st and 10. Pitch out to Klein. He makes a guy miss, bounces it outside. He's got some running room. He'll have a first down. He goes from the 49.
Tyler Bethel. It is good for an Amboy first down.
To the 38. Looks like a gain of 13 for Klein. $52 yards now. 8:40 to go. Fake handoff, pass. He's got somebody streaking down the right sideline. It's caught, touchdown! From the 38, Llanos gets the catch. 38-yard touchdown pass. Threw that into good single coverage. 61 yards on 4 completions now for Jones. That strike came quickly from Amboy. They are capable of that. Now the key is going to be, can Ridgewood respond? Hand off to Klein, or pitch to Klein is good.
2-point conversion is good, and with 8:31 left in the game, your score is your Ridgewood Spartans 28, the Amboy Clippers 16.
So with 8:31 to go, the scoring play, a 38-yard pass from Jones to Llanos, Klein with the run, and it's 28-16. That all happened so fast, quick, folks, I didn't even get to hit the touchdown button that time. So I'll do it now. Better late than never, right? So there it is, 28-16 now with 8:31 to go. And an odd-side kick may be coming here from the Clippers. Try to get the ball back in a hurry. The tempo was definitely picked up, and it seemed to cause some problems for Ridgewood. One deep back for the Spartans. They're looking onside kick here, and it's not a surprise. On to kick is number 5, Rylan McNinch. I'll get it out in a second. McNinch to kick. He's back in his normal position. See what he does here. He does boot it. It's up. Oh, what a job coming up and fielding that for the Spartans. Number 42, Sean Watts. He's going to have it at the 48 of the Amboy side of the field. So positive territory to start this drive with 8:28 to go. Every possession critical now for Amboy, defensively and offensively, if they want to get back in this game all the way. They trail by 12, so it's 2 touchdowns, no extra points. That's what's happened. 4 touchdowns for the Spartans. The last 2 times they have not got the 2-point conversion. They did have a 2-point conversion called back on their last touchdown for a hold, and the run had been good, but it's called back, so it's 28-16. Amboy defense time to step up now. Let's see what they can do. Under center's Anderson. Handoff's going to go to Franks. He hesitates and then going to get very little, about a yard gain. He's driven back about 10 yards. Jones and others are there. Slow getting up out the Klein out the bottom of the pile. A gain of 1 for Franks. He's got 14 carries for 126 yards. Under 8 minutes to go, 7:59. Boy, they moved that a little farther forward, but I'm still going to call it a gain of a yard. It's a very short 9 now, 2nd and 9 for Ridgewood at the 47-yard line. Handoff's going to go to Sandberg. He bounces up, jumps over, and falls forward. He's going to go for a gain of about 4. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd down for the Spartans.
He's 95 yards, so Ridgewood knocking on the door of having a couple rushers get over the century mark here. But the key for Amboy is the clock continues to run. They're using as much clock as they can, our Ridgewood. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the back judge at about the 25-yard line will raise his arm in a second. And there it is, 10 seconds left. They're not going to wait till 5. I don't think they will. And the pitch is going to come outside of Sandberg, and he might go again. He's at the 25-20. He's going to keep it inbounds. What a job. He might have gotten 3 or 4 more yards on that play as he went from the 43-yard line. But he hesitated to make sure that he stayed in bounds. He wanted the clock to keep running after the first down. From the 43 to the 13, That's a 29-yard run. 29, or actually a 30-yard run, excuse me. Huge first down. 125 yards now for Sandberg. 6:30 remaining. Franks with the handoff. He bounces through and he cut it upfield. He's going to be brought down, but a nice gain, close to a first down. He stays in bounds. Klein makes the stop. It's a gain of 8 for Franks. Franks has 15 carries for 134 yards unofficially, 15 carries for 125 yards for Sandberg. We're now at the 6-minute mark. 6-minute mark is Wes Sandberg back down on the sideline here getting stretched out. And again, the hand in the back of the end zone now is already up. There's the 5, 4, 3, and the hit. Anderson keeps it himself. He'll have a first down and a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run for Owen Anderson. Two-point conversion play coming now. And that was not what Amboy needed. Handoff up the middle, keeping his feet moving. Franks, can he get in? No. He got hit, keep his feet moving, and tried to turn around backwards and backpedal in. Couldn't get it done, though. It's 34-16. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. You're watching Hometown Bar and Grill of Cambridge coverage of the TSSR I8FA Game of the Week from Cambridge High School.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back here as we get ready to go for the kickoff. Couture on to kick again. There is the kick. It's a nice deep kick. And downing it. It'll be 1st and 10 Amboy.
Ball is down on the Clippers' 25-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 Amboy at their own 25-yard line with 5:34 to go in the fourth quarter. I want to thank everybody who's tuned in and watching tonight. Handoff's going to come near side. On the run is Klein. They string it out, but he's able to get around the corner and go for a bit of a gain.
Number 25, Braden Klein on the carry, tackled by number 73, Mason Blackledge, number 42, Sean Watt, and number 2, Wes Sandberg. It is good for an Amboy.
It is a 10-yard gain for Klein. Klein gets a 10-yard gain and another first down. Just the 4th first down of the half for the Clippers. Fake handoff. Jones is going to keep it. He's going to be knocked down by Owen Anderson. One quarterback takes out another.
Owen Anderson, it'll be 2nd down for Amboy.
5-yard gains for Jones. Second down and 5 with 4:30 to go. Amboy not quite as quick here on this drive after giving up that last touchdown. Fake toss, looking deep into the flat actually. It's caught and wide open. Can't see the number over there. It's 80, 85, 83. Evan Flanagan from the 45, or from the 40, excuse me. It's a 60-yard touchdown pass, and just like that, Amboy stakes their claim to this one's not over yet. A 60-yard pass from Jones to Flanagan. Run. They did not get the run. The run is no good. So 4:11 to go. Jones to Evan Flanagan for 60 yards. Run failed. And with 4:11 to go, it's 34-24, a 10-point game. The key to that failed conversion is it's a two-possession game still. Touchdown and two-point conversion doesn't do you any good. You have to have two scores here. And expect another onside kick, I would imagine. Here's the kickoff. And another good onside kick. This time at the 50, it's recovered by the Spartans. Wes Sandberg gets the recovery. 12-point game. I think I said 10. I can't do math. 34-22 is 12 points, not 10. I knew that all along. I was just testing you folks at home to see if you were paying attention or not. You believe that, right? So I missed some live chats there. I'll catch up with those in just a second. 4:11 to go. Hand off to Sandberg. No, let me see. I can't see. Is that Franks or Sandberg? Might have been Franks. It is Sandberg. It's a gain of 2 or 3.
Ed Fry, number 25, Braden Klein.
Gain of 4. Second and 6. So let me get back and find some live chats here that I missed. Sandy Martinson from Amboy. Jason Kazin, it was a big stop. Sherry Comwell cheering on Amboy. Stay strong. And again, the handoff up the middle.
Carry by number 34.
That's Franks.
By number 21.
He's going to go for a gain of 2. Yeah, gain of 2.
Timeout Ridgewood.
Timeout Ridgewood. With 3:19 remaining in the.
Correction, timeout Amboy.
There's a timeout by Amboy. As we work through this, we'll look at some of the live chat that I failed to keep up on. Folks, I apologize about that. I know one of them came from Kyle Kampmeyer and NUIC football. If you don't follow that, click on that on Facebook. Give them a like. They're on a new page. Amboy is about to lose their 17-game winning streak. Last loss came in the 2022 state title game to West Central. Have not lost since the title game in 2022. Emily Sachs still here watching. Sandberg on the carry again on third down.
Number
And
25, Roy Sandberg on the carry.
another timeout
Tackle by number
by
52,
the
Dylan Merriman.
Amboy
With
Clippers.
number 3, Cody Wynn. Timeout, Amboy.
So I forgot to take the flag off. It is another timeout here. Timothy Sullivan says 25 doing 25 miles per hour, a rocket ship. Timothy Sullivan, good run, Owen. Emily Sachs still in watching. And you're right, Owen's been doing it on both sides of the football tonight. There's zero doubts about that. He's been a key to this game. There's been some great teamwork from these teams here tonight, especially for Ridgewood, who came in as the underdog on their home field, and they are making a statement here tonight.
All right, Spartan fans, 4th and short. Let's make some
4th
noise.
and 2 for the Spartans. They're going to go for it. This will be the ball game, essentially, folks, if they can get this first down. 4th down and 2. Anderson takes a snap, hands off to Sandberg. He's going to have the first down. He's across the 40
Carry by number 25,
to the
Roy
39, a
Sandberg.
3-yard run, and a first down for Roy Sandberg and the
It's good for a Ridgewood Spartan first down.
Spartans. That's 17 carries for 132 yards for
Tackle
Sandberg.
by number 25, Braden Klein.
Klein on the stop. Clock continues to run now with 2:53 remaining. Amboy does have one timeout remaining, but down by 2 scores. It's going to be, it would take a monumental comeback to make this thing positive in the scoring sheet for them. Owen Anderson back under center. Another first down would probably end it. Franks breaks one tackle, falls forward.
By number 34, Gavin Frank.
Franks goes for 3 yards, it looks like.
Tackle by number 55, Colin O'Malley.
O'Malley in on the stop. It's 139 on 17 carries for Gavin Franks. Back under center, waiting for the clock to start. There we go. Countdown starts. Going to wait for him to start. Oh, didn't start for him. Wait for him to start the arm. Owen Anderson's going to fall forward, and the final timeout is going to be called by Amboy with 1:50 remaining. A gain of 3
Timeout, Amboy. It's their final one for the game.
by Anderson. He's got 65 yards. 3 timeouts per half for each team, and that's the third one for the Clippers. They are out of timeouts now here with 1:50 to go in the quarter. There's the Amboy Clippers trying to get some last-minute talking from Coach Payne and crew over there. So it's 3rd down and 4. 1:50 remaining. A first down here ends it if you're Ridgewood. No timeouts left for the Clippers. Handoff's going to go to Wes Sandberg. He'll have the first down and a whole lot more. Oh, what a smart move. He could have had a touchdown. He just slid down, but a flag behind the play. I think it's going to be on the Spartans. It's going to be a hold on the Spartans.
10-yard penalty from the spot, and we will repeat 3rd down.
Where are they going to mark it off from? They're going to mark it off from about a 7-yard gain. It was a 7-yard gain for Wes Sandberg, but a 10-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a short 7, long 6. 5 penalties for 35 yards now for the Spartans. Clock running, 1:27 remaining. Handoff's going to come to Sandberg on the end around. No, it's not. It's Staley, excuse me.
Number 82, Ashton Staley on the carry.
Staley on the carry. He'll go for a gain of
It'll be 4th down.
2. It's going to be 4th and 5.
6 for the Spartans.
Staley's going to get 2 yards of 21 carries. .53 seconds remaining. They will have to run this play. If they don't get a first down, Amboy will get the ball back, but it'll be with about 20 seconds remaining, give or take how long the play lasts. Looks like Ridgewood may let the clock go down and then take a timeout. That's what Coach Elder is sitting right there beside the official and waits for the back of line or the back judge to wave the arm. Timeout charge to the Spartans with 34.7 seconds remaining. So Coach Elder and crew out giving some last-minute instructions to their team. As you can see, the cheerleaders there as well, having a lot to cheer for. If you're from Ridgewood, make that Cambridge or Owlwood tonight or anywhere in between, because it's 34-22 Ridgewood with 34.7 seconds. It's really all over as far as the win-loss goes. It really now is just yet to determine if Amboy gets another chance to score a touchdown or not, and if they'll even try down by 2 possessions with so little time. But anything, as they say, is possible if you can get the ball back and make something happen fast enough. So we'll wait and see what happens here. 4th and 5 for the Spartans. Franks is the deep back. Handoff goes to Wes Sandberg. He's going to have the first down. He's across the 30. And Coach Elder on the near side says first down. The officials aren't showing it yet. Are we going to give it to him or no? What are we doing here? They're going to ask for a measurement? Nope, they are going to give it to him. Ridgewood's going to get the first down. Sandberg, a 5-yard gain. He's got 49 yards on 5 carries. And that's essentially going to do it. It'll take 1 snap and a kneel down, and Ridgewood's going to get the win over Amboy, 34-22, in a game that I don't know that anybody thought would go to Ridgewood. Everybody was making such a big deal about how good Amboy was, and they are really good. But tonight, folks, Ridgewood was a little bit better. They win 34-22 as we're down to just 10 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Clock runs. Amboy can do nothing, and that will be the final score here from Cambridge High School. The Ridgewood Spartans 34, Amboy 22. That's the final score, and the clock dings 0 at the end of the football field on the scoreboard as the two teams shake hands on what turned out to be a fantastic football game here tonight. Yeah, Tim, this game probably is better than any Dallas and New York game. By the way, who's winning the Dallas-New York game? Is that tonight? I don't even know what's going on in the NFL tonight. Shaking hands, a lot of respect from these two teams. They matched up in the championship game last year. That was all Amboy. Ridgewood felt like they left some stuff on the field following their game to open a season, which was kind of lopsided on the scoreboard for Amboy. Tonight, Ridgewood did not leave anything on the field. They took care of business and did a lot of big things, and Coach Pat Elder and crew walk away with a 34-22 win. Well, that's the reason why I said 10 points earlier. I gave him the 2-point conversion on my stat sheet. So he's getting ready to go over stats, folks. And I'm like, well, why am I saying that? So here we go. We're going to take a break. Hopefully both coaches will come up and talk to us in just a little bit. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
You get the opportunity to see so many different things that if you worked at a bigger hospital, you may not be able to see. You know, work is not just about the job, it's also about the people that work alongside you. And we have the best teamwork. They're like a second family. Sometimes you can't get that feeling.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And you know, sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
All right, we're back here, and before I even got stats done, Coach Elder's already up here. I'm not used to coaches getting up here this fast.
I got people to go see. I got to talk to you. Got people I got to go see after that.
I'll tell you what, I just was getting some stats. 49 carries for 406 yards is what I have you for.
We were up front. We were really, really good. Really proud of our effort there. Our guys stopped penetration. We were able to control the line of scrimmage. That was a difference in the football game.
You guys came in the underdogs, and I'm sure your kids heard it all week from people that talked about the game. There's no way. We just hope they can keep it close. We hope they can make a game of it. Your kids, I talked to several of them during the pregame or preseason show we did, and this is how they expected to play against this Amboy team, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, we talked about the first time we played them, we didn't really – we just worried about us, and I knew what our kids were listening to, and really I didn't address it too much. We talked about after the game, I said, now what we've got to do is block out the noise. And so that's what we talked about Monday. I said, I don't care what anybody else has to say. I said, the guys in this room are what matter. I said, you got to block out the noise. I said, when we've been consistent in our effort, mentally and physically, we've been special. I said, boring things are special. And I just said to them before I cut them loose tonight. We did a lot of boring things, and because of that, we were special tonight. And boring works. So I'm proud of our kids.
Well, two running backs with 17 carries, one for 132 and one for 139, and then you have 3 or 4 other guys with 4, 5, and 6 carries, 3 other guys with 4, 5, and 6. I mean, you spread the ball around, but 2 guys with 130 yards on 17 carries apiece is pretty darn good.
For sure. And that was, I tell you what, Gavin Franks, we've been waiting for that game out of Gavin, and it was big to get it out of him tonight. That takes a little pressure off Roy. It opens things up for Roy. Gavin got the first big trap to get us out of the hole after we got to stop to start the game. And that was a big game. We've been waiting for that, and really happy for Gav. But, yeah, those two are nice running backs, and then we've got some other weapons to go with them that were able to make some plays tonight.
Yeah, the end around, for a lack of a better term, I don't know what you call it, with Sandberg and Staley was really effective too.
Yeah, it was a nice play for us. But again, when they're worried about the other two, that opens up things for them. And that's what we try to sell our kids on is they can't take it all away. And, it's a matter of us coaches guessing right. Which we did tonight a little bit. But, that's we try to distribute the ball, and we try to tell our kids that they can't take it all away. And so some nights, somebody's going to be hot, and other nights another guy's going to be hot. And if they're willing to be selfless and play team football, we'll win a lot of football games.
Well, speaking of selfless, and as it turned out, it didn't matter because there was a holding penalty. But Wes Sandberg went through. He had a touchdown.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely had a touchdown. Sure. He gets to the 15-yard line and slides to a stop.
Yeah.
I mean, that is absolute, complete, selfless football.
Yeah, for sure. I tell you what, Wes Sandberg has been a great teammate. You talk about a young man that's grown up a lot the last 6 months, and that would be Wes. He's been a great teammate, and we talked about. You know what? I didn't even tell him to slide. I said a first down wins the game. That's what I told him. I said, 5 yards wins the football game here. Wes knew he had it, and he got down. He wanted to go home.
Right.
We're tired. We got school tomorrow.
Yeah, there you go. Thursday night football. I mean, obviously you won, so you don't hate it. But even with the win, you like it?
Yeah, I do. We've had it a couple times. It's nice. I told our kids before the game they had tomorrow off. We get a long weekend. Going to go watch some football somewhere else, and I'm going to go watch our junior high softball team at State on Saturday. So, it's good. This is hey, high school football is high school football. Whatever night you play it.
If you guys see Amboy again, it's going to be another good game, isn't it?
Well, I'd imagine so. They're a great football team, and they're well coached. They're disciplined. That's a feeling they haven't had in a while, so I'm sure that's going to motivate them to continue to get better.
Yeah, haven't lost since the championship game against West Central a few years ago. So putting a string together like that. Now, there's some coaches, media mostly, I think, that'll say, well, getting a loss isn't all bad.
Yeah.
But as a coach, you never want to lose, right?
Hey, we're there's a chance we'll see them a third time. And at that point, a win or loss then is the one that both of us want.
Right.
At this point in time, we played 2 regular season games and we've split. I think we're both pretty good football teams. They came here to win, and so did we. And tonight we made fewer mistakes than they did.
How tough is this West Division with having to play somebody twice when almost everybody in the division is pretty darn good?
Yeah, I mean, I think our division's pretty strong. We got. West Prairie's got to play West Central tomorrow. West Prairie's a good football team. They haven't won a game yet, and John does a good job. And, West Prairie is good. I mean, we got West Prairie, West Central, Amboy, West Prairie, West Central, Bushnell-Prairie City, and Flanagan left. And, 3 of them I'm pretty sure are going to be playoff teams, and who knows if West Prairie gets hot. But, no, it's a strong division. Having to play people up twice is a challenge, but it's the world we've been in for about the last 6 months, so we've known it.
Right. Well, Coach, you've got stuff to do. I greatly appreciate the hospitality. Thanks for coming and talking to us in pregame. Congratulations on a big win, and I'm sure that we're going to see you somewhere in a playoff.
Hey, appreciate the coverage. Thanks for all you guys do for 8-man football. We love it.
Not a problem. Thank you, sir. It's Coach Pat Elder talking to us on the postgame show. It looks like Coach Payne is already – well, he may be up on the radio upstairs. Did you see Coach Payne come by? He's probably – you want to step down there and look and see if you see him up on the radio? We'll tell you some stats. I got Ridgewood stats done. As I said, 49 carries for 406 yards as a team. Ashton Staley had 4 carries for 21 yards. Wes Sandberg had 5 carries for 49 yards. Owen Anderson had 6 carries for 65 yards. Roy Sandberg had 17 carries for 132, and Gavin Franks had 17 for 139. 2 of 5 for 37 yards, no interceptions and no touchdowns for Owen Anderson. A catch for Wes Sandberg for 28 yards and Ashton Staley for 9 yards. As we take a look real quick, I'll see if I can add up Amboy's stats. 13 carries for 62 yards for Brayden Klein. 7 carries for 20 yards for Quinn Leffelman. 5 carries for 21 yards for McKendry. 3 carries for 18 yards for Ed Fry, and 7 carries for 44 yards for Eddie Jones. That's 35 carries for 165 yards for Amboy. Eddie Jones, 4 for 7 for 121 yards, 1 interception and 1 touchdown. Let me look at that and make sure I'm saying that right. 2 touchdowns. So 4 for 7, 1 interception, 121 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Quinn Leffelman had 1 catch for 20 yards. Braden Klein had 1 catch for 3. Janos had a catch for 38 and a touchdown, and Flanagan had a catch for 60 yards and a touchdown. That's the stats. 2 penalties for 20 yards for Amboy, and it was 5 penalties for 35 yards for the Spartans. $11 first downs unofficially, 1 by the pass, 10 by the run for the Clippers. $18 first downs, 1 by the pass, 1 by the penalty, 16 on the ground. That's all the stats. Coach Payne is on his way home, I do believe, so we missed him, unfortunately. We'll try to catch up with Coach Payne next time as the Ridgewood Spartans get the 34-22 win over Amboy. I want to thank everybody for watching, everybody that was in the Lydia Lou. Got to keep your Amboy team in the top. That's right. If you're a fan, you can't drop because they drop one. You got to stay with them. That's exactly right. So for Aaron Christian, I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for watching from Cambridge High School, the Hometown Bar and Grill I8FA Game of the Week on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. 34-22 the final. Ridgewood gets the win over Amboy. Both teams now 4-1 on the season. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you tomorrow night. We have Milledgeville and West Carroll, a team battle between 2 undefeated teams tomorrow night. That'll be on our YouTube channel as well. We'll also have BPC and Flanagan and West Prairie Southeastern hosting West Central. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you again very soon.